Libra, hi. So this is going to be a reading for August 18th through the 24th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Libra. Ooh. The overall energy for the reading, the King of Cups. So whatever's going on here, and there's some stuff going on, this is just a confirmation that somewhere in here there is love. Somehow. Sneaking in here, there's a very sneaky energy throughout the reading. But in the recent past, the King of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Moon. This is someone that the minute I laid the cards down, I just had a vision of someone walking, like sneaking out in the middle of the night type of a thing. Which I don't know if that was the case in a literal way, but it definitely feels like I'm just gonna kind of go away and hoping that nobody notices here, you know, type of an exit potentially of a situation. I think it's you, the one that kind of sneaks out or trying to. It could be somebody tied up to you as well. I'm leaning towards you though. But in the current situation, the Three of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Eight of Cups, you haven't felt it for a minute here. There's a partnership you're showing me, and you're just showing me a disconnection attached to this for quite a minute. All right, guys, I'm just not feeling it anymore. So maybe this is where you snuck out from this partnership, like, you know, letting those missed calls be missed, letting those text messages unanswered. I don't know. And I don't know what kind of a partnership we're talking about. I'm getting a friendship, but it could be something else. Anyways, in the immediate future, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Wands. There's something you gotta work on, but man, it stresses the hell out of you. It's one of those, I gotta do this, but I don't want to types of things. Okay, let's clarify. Let's see what the hell is going on here, shall we? For the King of Cups, you get the Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star. Yeah, you do carry a lot of love for the situation, and you wish things could be different, in a really, really good way different. I don't think that they are for now. Let me see the King of Swords. The Eight of Cups, the Judgment card, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you just didn't know what to do. Not justifying this behavior of sneaking out of something, but you woke up one day and you realized, hey, I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm done feeling it. I'm just not into it anymore. Again, not sure what kind of a situation we're talking about, what kind of a connection to what or to who. Whom? I don't even know. Anyways, to whom? I don't know. This is the part in which I throw out English is my second language, so take it and run with it. Anyways, it got complicated. It got complicated to the point of I don't know how to handle this because I got nothing. But then I see again that sneaking away type of an energy following. For the Seven of Swords, you get the Three of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Strength card. Yeah. I don't know how it happened in the physical, even though I'm leaning towards maybe someone snuck out. But energetically, yeah, the minute somebody kind of realized, hey, there's nothing here anymore, energetically there was a break between the two energies that were at something together. So it happened, the break happened in the energetical, at least, the separation between the two energies. Now in the physical, you know how it goes. First it happens in the and then the steps that are being put forward, they're gonna look all sorts of ways depending on your case. But for the moon, you get the Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Emperor. Wow. It's ironic in the way that it comes through, because it's like, okay, I'm sneaking out of the situation right here. Okay, you make 10 steps, and then did they see me? No. And then you make another 10, and then did they see me? No. And then you run. It's like, okay, they didn't see me. But while you run, you're also kind of like, this situation deserves better. You keep on running. Like, well, if it deserves better, then what are you doing? Why are you accelerating? So there is a sense of almost like guilt, regret, you know, but you keep on running. If that's you again. Doesn't have to be. But anyways, let's do the Three of Pentacles. In the current situation, you get the Sun, the Page of Cups, the King of Cups. There was happiness here. There was a lot of good stuff happening here. Was it reciprocated though? Because it's kind of fluctuating a little bit, or that comes through as a sense of not exactly entirely reciprocated. Yes, it is reciprocated, but with limits. And that love is coming to the surface for some reason. For the Temperance card, in the current situation, you get the Ten of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. But it's been done. It's been done for a minute. Whoever this is, I don't know if we're looking at a case in which there's two energies that are part of this, and one energy is like cut off from this because they're done. And the other energy is still kind of holding that light up, that torch up for this to move forward. I'm not sure yet. Or if both energies are at the, you know, the 10 steps sneakingly out of here and then running. Not sure what we're looking at here. I'm just seeing one energy for the most part that kind of goes through all the highs and the lows of this, but definitely emphasizing the fact that they've been done for a while. And they were just trying to make the steps, the proper steps, towards getting this done physical. For the Eight of Cups, in the current situation, you get the Magician, the Tower, the Page of Pentacles. You just don't want to, you know, you don't want to create any commotion here. You don't want to, that's why maybe, you know, that's your justification for sneaking out of this, maybe. Like, well, if they don't know, then they won't make a scene. So, you know, I'm not going to bother anybody. I'm just going to be quietly moving along. No reason for a big fuss here, right? So you're trying to avoid disaster here by doing it this way, which, again, I don't see you necessarily sneaking out in the middle of the night, but the energy sure shows up something to that extent of sneaking out, at least somehow, without making it clear, hey, I'm going, you know. And again, the justification is, I just don't want to create any kinds of scenes here or commotion. For the Eight of Pentacles, in the immediate future, you get the Six of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. It's almost looking like it's becoming more and more complicated to put an end to this. Yes, it is a soul connection. Yes, it is difficult to just kind of, hey, I'm just not feeling it anymore. But the sense of quietness around it, and I'll call a spade, sneaking out from this, is just making it worse for whoever's doing this, especially, and then for this dynamic, potentially. It's just making it feel like it's harder and harder to reach there, to that final destination. Because what would be the final destination? Hey, we're done here. Then why take 100 years to get there when that could be done just like that? If that's truly the intention, right? So this is the part in which it starts to feel very, very hard to get to where you need to go with this one. For the, of course, for the Nine of Swords in the immediate future, you get the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the King of Wands. It's hard to move on. It's hard to move on because this is barely closed off. Okay, let's say we're gonna go with this plan, right? You sneak out of this, you give it some time so that, you know, everybody forgets about it as if it never happened. This whole dynamic or whatever this is. If you don't close this off categorically for you in the sense of, hey, I closed this off, I didn't just move away from it pretending it doesn't exist. I actually closed it off. Then yes, it's going to be very, very hard to move on from this in a proper way, in a healthy way, in a freeing type of a way. Think of you're just adding to your baggage for your next experience. You know what I mean? It's a very prolonged type of a process here for no good apparent reason. And it just complicates the hell out of this process. When that could have been taken care of right there in the past, when somebody got into their aha moment over, hey, I'm not feeling this anymore. Okay, let me get something done about this right now, starting now. But no, it's like, oh, 10 steps. Did they see me? You know. That doesn't matter if they see you at that point. It matters if you see yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, hold on. What are you doing? So for some reason, it becomes more and more difficult here to close it off, and more difficult to move away from it, to be able to say, hey, I moved on from this. For the Seven of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. You're dreading this, but this is kind of like the way to go. You know, to get to that point of, hey, we need to talk. The we need to talk part is definitely waiting around the corner here. Because there's no other way to go around it. You can't just sneak out of this as if this never existed. I mean, you can, but look what's happening when you try that. So yeah, as much as you dread this is the, you know, the honest communication, the openness towards what's going on there. It's probably your best bet. Otherwise, so you're reaching that conclusion. No matter how much you're kind of like, I don't wanna. Man, it's scary. This is even scarier. Trust me. To go for all this time over something that you're just not in it anymore. And not even close it. Not even, you know, in a healthy way for everybody involved. So yeah, it could be scary to take this on and take the accountability and to say, hey, this is what it is. But probably a lot more lighter and more freeing to do it that way. From the universe for you, you get the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. And, you know, yes, there's love. There's always going to be love in these types of, no matter what's going on, no matter if nothing really happened, you just fell out of this energy that was keeping you connected to this. Yeah, there's still going to be love there, which is going to make it even more difficult to break apart from it. But isn't it more difficult to stay connected to something you don't feel connected to anymore? No matter if it's, we're not talking about something that played out in a very unhealthy way. We're talking about something that you're just not feeling anymore. You know, that's a different story. If something unhealthy went on here, the end result should be the same though. You know, how do you break apart from this in a healthy way for you? And in a way that you stand in your power, not in a way of sneaking out in the middle of the night. You know? So, anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.